go. Give me just a moment. Gotta show off. Letting the Discord know we're live. Alright, and then I gotta pull over the box. Go. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? We got Imagine Bench, Kai. Let me turn down the music just a bit. Fur Forest, Knocked. See if anything interesting's in Auction House. Oh, we got a Heart of the Sea for 30,000 rubies. How about no? Turtle Boy, welcome. Anyway, yeah, we've just, for those who've missed it, which not many of you have, we've just been working on a storage. Now, I was, testing different designs and stuff, and I'm not really happy with most of them. Maybe if we try just using normal gold, that could probably help, I think. Normal gold. Yeah, I can't wait to just get rid of this storage. The storage will be so much gooder. Here, let's first things first is let's grab some other blocks so we can do a little bit of blending. Let's see, what do we got? We got some of that. We got some of that. Got some of this, and that's it. Okay. Stupid Wraith, get out of here. Hiya! You thought you could get me? Get out of here. I'm too strong for you. Didn't even drop his ribs. How rude. Alright. Let's cover this wall back up. Now, what if we did something like this? Let's see. Maybe? What if instead we did this? Where we just have the bottom be that, and then we can use these bad boys here. Right? That may work out a little bit better, I think. Hey, Boba, how's it going? Hmm. This is difficult. Trying to come up with a design like this. Mining deep slate, that sounds fun. What type of deep slate do you need? Cobbled? Because I got a bunch of it if you need him. Oh, okay, that sounds fun then. I'm not thinking this is working very well. Although I kind of like this design. Hey, no problem, no problem. What if we instead did this? Maybe moved over a block. I mean, if we just do something like this, this could work. No, because then we're not... I actually really like that. Hold on a second. What if we did this too? Oh, I have an idea. Okay, hold on. I kind of like that. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not bad. How's it going, Unsafeable? Hey, I mean, that's not a bad deal right there. Alright. Let's get back to this. Actually, I'm thinking we shrink it down by one. Just do that design. Then we can bring this back in. Like this. Oh, really? Cool. I'm still trying to find that orbit plushie. I just have to find someone willing to sell. Okay, so if we do that, like this, and then like this. I kind of like it. Maybe if we put something like this. Right? And then we can kind of mirror this side. Oh, would help if I used my pickaxe. Yes, victory music from Pokemon Emerald. Mindless, how's it going, buddy? Not sure why it plays twice in a row, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's not terrible. What if we did this? That's not what I meant to do. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. I've decided I like that until I don't, which is right now. God, I can't decide, man. Look at this. It's so hard. Screw it, I like that. We'll keep that. Meech, how's it going, man? Alright, we'll just cover up this and the top with normal prismarine laced with our beautiful polished prismarine. And we will do the same with this. You need practice to beat unexperienced players. That's sad. So I finally beat the Marauder on my my alt account. That's pretty cool. I didn't have any potions, so it was a lot harder than I initially thought it would be. No. This alt is completely separate. I talked to I talked to Robot about it. So the way it works is because alt accounts are used as like an extension of your own account. So like typically like my main alt, which is Shattered Shield, the one's realm I'm on, I'm using that as basically a second realm, as well as something used as a farm. This alt account that's 100 days in Origin Realms on a new account, it's gonna be, you know, completely separate from my main account. And I'll probably just end up not using it after the fact. I'll talk to Robot about it. But I asked Robot, like, you know, if I'd be fine to, and he said yes, because it's separate. I mean, he may change his mind, but as of right now, I have permission. Yeah, I realized what you guys were concerned with as soon as I saw the shield. I was like, yeah, maybe I should clarify. Alright, there we go. Now we just gotta start filling this bad boy with water. Yay. Alright. Let's grab some water buckets, shall we? Man, I love Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm really good at it, too. How many of you guys play Smash Bros? The hell? Is that like an official thing, or? Slowly and steady or something. Something about races winning or whatever. There we go. That should almost go in. Oh, right. Really? Nice. I mean, it's not a difficult game. Has anyone ever played on the Nintendo GameCube? Because my brother and I just got the GameCube from our parents. They were gonna sell it, so we got it. And man, we're trying to, get games and stuff. Ah, shoot, I forgot to call my parents. Ah, sugar, hold on a sec. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. I didn't even know that was a modding thing. Like, that was a thing you could mod. What characters do you guys main in Smash Bros? I got my boy King K. Rool, but I'm also trying out Mr. Game & Watch. Little Mac? Oh, wow. You just don't like yourself, do you? You mean Steve. Steve's an interesting character. I never really got to learn him, but it takes a lot of skill to use from what I've seen. Or at least with some of the combos. Yoshi. Very nice. Yoshi's not as good as I remember. Although I will say what strategy? It's the edge strat where you turn them into eggs. That one's fun. As beautiful as this storage is gonna be, it's probably gonna be incredibly laggy. Because we're gonna have all kinds of koi. Speaking of which, I should probably buy some koi. There we go, look at that. Oh man, that worked out quite well. Alpha Yogurt, how's it going? Alright, have a good one, Boba. Don't do that. Play the GOAT King K. Rool. He's the croc with a Glock. And he's on top. Alright, look at that. It's beautiful. Hey, Minecraft Kitty, what's up? Alright, now that we have this... Oh, shoot, I forgot. We're gonna have to work on this wall. We'll probably block these off for now. I don't know yet. Alright. Let's just dump all this for now and grab our koi. I thought I had more. Oh, no, there they are. I'm blind. Ah, stop lagging. I'm only gonna make it even laggier. Alright, gentlemen. It's time to release the koi. It's perfect. Yes! My children. My very expensive children. Release one tropical fish. I wish I had one. This is where I'd keep my tropical fish. If I had one. Oh, there you are. I'm like, where the hell did you go? I think this was a good design choice. Yeah, I think it looks good. All right. Look at how beautiful it is. Alright, now we have to continue this several more times. Yay. Alright, so that has nothing in it. Good. We're going to break that. We're also going to continue the pattern here. And we are going to do the same on this other side. It just doesn't look good with that gap in it. We'll have to figure out a fix other than just this. At least for these corner ones. Hell, maybe we won't do corners like I thought. Maybe 4 rows is plenty, but I don't know. I haven't decided. Where'd my quartz go? I know I had a bunch of it. Well, here's the quartz. Alright. Now we can just do a little bit of this. Yeah. So how was the birthday party, Knocked? Did your mother get older? Actually, I don't know if Knocked is still even with us right now. Oh, why did that happen? Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice. Oh. Whoops. Damn it. Ooh, a lot of stuff in here. So now, with this storage, I should be able to store, like, 90% of the stuff. I may keep things like gold and blackstone on the main realm, because, you know, it's something I need to go to often. But this will be for, like, all the decorations and stuff, you know? All the custom items, decorations. We can have blocks. Alright, how do I want to situate? I think first things first is let's finish up this ceiling. So, see, I go out to here. Yeah, that's at the same level. Okay, good stuff. And then we go down like this. I'll let chat decide. Do we do a stream with Octorok? Well, that's literally the point of stream deciding. It's up to you guys. Alright, chat overwhelmingly supports the stream with Octorok. So we'll probably turn off music for now. If we miss it, you know, you can let me know. Oh, I got a ping in media. Hello, Octorok. How are we doing today?
How are you?
Doing pretty
well.
well.
What do you think of the Ruby changes?
It is an incredibly bad idea. Like, it is horrible. 30,000 rubies. Or how chat?
Because all they've done, the way they think it is. So today's stream probably gonna be rant stream, and I don't really care. Matt knows my next stream is gonna be rant, and he said go for it. He said feedback is feedback, negative or non-negative. You can see my chatting in the media channel right now with Ben not realizing what I'm meaning. He's going, robot, I don't get what the team is thinking. Why would you literally remove a revenue source?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the crates. I'm more worried about the just sheer amount of rubies, cause like.
Oh yeah, no. The problem is now, from testing, I've had people testing, and Robert's saying those numbers can't be right, and I'm going, they are. People have been testing and getting spires and testing a lot. People have made 80k today.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think at most like spires, like if you go like 8 spires, you get 160k. If you high roll every time.
And that's easily to get, because there's so many spires, the spires have upped in the resource world. Some of the resource worlds you can get up to 4 spires.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's not a great idea.
It's literally going to influx the community.
Oh, do you guys need me to turn up Octorok? I got you. Alright, there we go.
Sorry, my mic wasn't close enough.
Well, no, the desktop audio was also down. Alright. Oh man, I've just been focused on building. Also trying to get to 14k. We're almost there.
I'm just...
Or 1400, not 14k.
The problem is now with everyone getting more rubies, I'm not going to get more rubies. I can't do more of them. My arthritis in my hands, I can't solo that, so I normally have to do a party.
Right.
And with being more rubies, no one wants to do a party because they want all the rubies for themselves, or they want all the crates for themselves.
Well, yeah. I just think they need to up the cosmetic and finish rate, man. Like, I haven't seen any finishes pulled in like forever. Hell, I haven't even seen a finish pulled from a crate. Granted, I know it's happened. In fact, watch this, chat. Actually, I think I have a crate. Yeah, my storage is incredibly laggy. Yeah, we have a medieval crate. I don't even know if I want to finish from a medieval crate, to be completely honest. Oh, we got a rare. I don't even know what's good. Are there any good rares? I have a cart. Fantastic. Oh. Help if I went on, 10,000? Really? Chat, first one that teleports to me gets this. Wow, Octorok was first. Congrats. Here you go.
Hi, Verde. We're just chatting. Verde, what do you think about... Like, Verde's in my chat right now. Verde, I think Bender's not and Robo are not smart. Rubies was a bad idea, increasing the Rubies for Spire, because we've already had people testing, and people are literally making so much Rubies now that it's ridiculous. There is way too much Rubies getting pumped into the economy right now. Like, a group of 3 people did testing today for me, and over 6 to 7 hours, they made close to 300k. The 3 of them together.
The rates are rather ridiculous. Tell Octorok. Nox says hi, Verde and Octorok.
Hello. Yeah, no, it's like the Robot and Ben's idea was to compensate the cost of crates. That's literally what I've been told. It's to compensate the cost of free-to-play crates on the auction house. So they saw what this price of them were going for in the auction house, the free-to-play crates. They went, okay, we'll just compensate them in the Ruby cost of free-to-play crates. So what they would have gotten for selling a crate, a free-to-play crate, will compensate that in rubies. No, that's dumb, because all you're going to do is just make the crates go up in price.
Yeah, and what's crazy is if somebody gets a crate and a high roll on rubies, you've effectively doubled how much they make, which is not a great balance. Like, that wasn't balanced in the slightest. They have to revert it, like, soon. Like, as much as I enjoy making a lot of rubies, this is not something that's healthy for the server. You know how, like, you used to be able to get around 3,000 to 6,000 rubies with each spire? Now it's like 21k with an average of 13k rubies with each spire. So, like, it's completely inflated the economy. So, anyone investing in, like, legacy keys, congratulations. They went up in price. You're welcome. I'm sure they'll revert it. Like, they did say it was temporary. I'm not sure why they added it in the first place if the plan was to... I don't know. Because, like, it doesn't matter how they change. Like, they could add a new item to it, or they could add crates, or they could add cosmetics. It doesn't matter what they add. Whatever they add is going to go down in price eventually. Because you got to think people can find multiple spires each day. So, you know, yeah, that's like why Marauder Horns for a while, like, they went way down in price. And then once they got nerfed, they skyrocketed in price. But they've steadily gone up and down, you know, since then. I'd say they've stabilized. But I remember when they were first added and you could sell them for like 50k a piece. I know because I was able to sell some at that price. Let me go grab a drink. Keep my, you know, audience entertained. Go let him.
Like, I'm literally telling... Well, the thing is, I was telling Robot, all you're doing is just going to cause an economy crash. And they went, no, it'll be fine. And I went, okay. Let me check auction house. You're gonna cause economy crash. Okay, well if crates are gonna go up in price and get harder,
Alright, I've returned.
I'll just buy a whole bunch. Like people were telling me, I was going to bed last night, Shield, and people were telling me, oh, crate prices are going up, crates are going to get more harder and more expensive to get. I went, okay, I logged on, and I just bought every single crate I saw that was cheap as hell.
Oh, nice. Money.
Because because of the changes. Because crate prices are going up.
I'm gonna be honest. I think other than finishes, I've gotten like everything I wanted from crates.
Yeah, well, that's the thing I'm trying to explain. Like look in our media channel. That's what I'm trying to explain to the team. Majority of people have given up trying to get finishes from the new crates because they don't see it worth it anymore because the rates are so low. There's too much furnitures. Everyone's mostly got what they want now. All the big spenders have got what they want now. Now they're sitting on so much ore bucks that they don't need to spend money on promos because they can just use ore bucks to get the next promo. So in other words, you've just shot yourself in the foot and literally removed a revenue source. And they're not getting it.
I think the promos shouldn't have been...
Like if you see the replies.
I think a better idea to make more money would be to have the promos be bought with money like before, so spend $20, get the promo. I don't think they should have been ore bucks.
Look in our media channel, because I can't say what was in our media channel, but look in our media channel, and you can see the replies of Robot.
Alright, that's a lot. Oh my goodness. Hold on a sec, chat. I gotta read all this.
Sorry, it's what I've been dealing with this morning, and I had to go live. Because the thing is, the idea of going, oh, we'll add finishes, like, I'm reading back the screenshots from last night, we'll add finishes to furniture. No, that's just a bad idea. So everything has a finish roll. Literally, Ben stated, we'll just add finishes to furniture, then everything has a finish roll. No one wants some molten toilet paper.
I kind of want a molten toilet paper. Don't say that. A lot of people do.
But also, how are they going to do it? Is the finish locked on your end? Then that literally means you don't... If the finish locks it on the painting craft on your end, that means you don't actually have to get more of that furniture.
Wait, what? Finishes on furniture?
Because how finishes work. Yeah, and most people I've talked to, they don't want finished furnitures. They can't wear it. They can't show it off.
Wait, is he saying they're trying to add finished furniture? What are you talking about? I'm confused.
It was screenshots from last night from Ben.
Sorry, chat. There's a lot I'm reading right now. Why does it feel like every time there's a change?
Sorry, it's because you were. I saw you went live, last night, so I thought you were talking about it with your chat. But I worked out you got off work early, so I just let you be. But yeah, enjoy all the screenshots I took before a couple actually got deleted.
I'm so confused. Hold on a sec.
I stayed up to 3 a.m. to deal with general chat. I was meant to be in bed at midnight, and I was up till 3 in the morning.
Yeah, no, I just got off work early today. I guess it was yesterday for you, or last night.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Every time they add an update, it's always an argument. I wish we could just figure something solid out. You know, I'm tired of this constant issues.
that's the problem when you say something, when you chuck something out there that you're thinking of doing, people believe it as fact. Like, everyone's running the story that there's now finished furniture going to happen.
Right.
And then when they don't get finished furniture, they're going to be unhappy because you said there was going to be finished furniture. So I always tell the team, you got to be really careful with your words when you say stuff, because people will take it as fact and think it's going to happen. And then when it doesn't happen, what happens? People get mad and pissed off. Because you said that was going to happen.
Oh, it's with the friggin' C. There we go. That's not how you spell it. There we go.
Because the thing is that right now I think what they need to do is literally revert that change as soon as possible. Don't do the on your fingers. Revert the ruby change with the Marauder. Keep the crate rate hard, but revert the Marauder change.
Did you just say hi to yourself? Unsavable. I mean, what were the chances to get a crate in the first place after they nerfed it the first time? Because it was nerfed the first time. What were the chances after that?
From the rates, people were still at least able to get 1 to 2 crates after 10 to 15 Marauders. Like some people saying they got a 2 to 3 crates after doing 10 fights. Now they've not seen one single crate, and they can't be bothered. The rubies don't outweigh the cost because there's just now everyone has rubies, more rubies. So the crate cost goes up. So even if you get the rubies, the price just goes up anyway. So it literally doesn't matter. The rubies don't help one bit. Okay, the price is just going to go up in general.
Maybe
to match the new rubies.
Okay, well, what if, because the Marauder's also already a good source of rubies like before. What if we decrease the amount of rubies, increase slightly, not a lot, slightly increase the amount of finishes that can be dropped?
Do you want to just type that to Robot right now instead of me typing it out?
I want to don't type anything out. I'm just running things by not only you but also chat, right? So decrease the amount of rubies by about 30% of the current rubies right now. So instead of getting about 13,000, maybe it caps out at 10,000 at most, right? Slightly increase the cosmetic drop chance, slightly increase the finished drop chance, slightly increase the Marauder horn drop chance. Completely remove crates from the Marauder. Because I think this is the biggest issue.
Yeah, because the thing is...
Here, hold on.
The crates are the issue.
Right. If you increase the crates overall in the resource world, it doesn't have to be a lot, maybe a extra 5% chance. In certain structures like ancient cities, you know, what are some other hard to find structures? Bastions, maybe? Stuff like that. This increases people's playtime because then they can explore. The Marauder's still useful because he still gives a decent amount of rubies. You have a higher chance of getting finishes from Marauders, which will make everybody happy. It decreases the amount of things going down in price, and then you don't have to worry about that. How would that sound to everybody?
Yeah, that's
in
a
chat?
good choice. Yeah, no, that's good. Type that out to Robot. No, that's good. And then the thing is, people won't complain they're not getting crates because they just can't get the crates anymore. But they're still the people that do like doing the Marauder and farming it. They have a chance now to finally get a finish, because I know people that have been trying to get a finish since day one and have still not got a finish.
Yeah, I've fought him thousands of times.
Yeah, I know people that have fought him hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times and never gotten a finish. They don't even think the finishes are real. And the thing is, it doesn't matter if there's a more influx of that finish, because people want to show it off. Like, to me, it doesn't matter if there's an influx of those cosmetics with finishes more than other finishes, because there still will be more players buying and trading them than finishes out there. Even if there's an increase of, like, in the next month, maybe another we finally get an extra 10 to 20 of them out of the whole entire player base. That still will make people happy. Because I think the crates are the main issue with the mortars. You're saying the crates are causing the main problem. It's not the marauder and the rubies, it's the crates themselves that are causing the problem. Because people are using ults to farm the marauder to get more crates.
Well, yeah,
so they
but
have
that's
to make
bannable
an
now. You can't do that.
Problem is, how do they enforce it?
Finding them.
Verde, how do you enforce the alt thing? Because someone could just say it's their brother, someone could say they're at a university, and also the moderators aren't allowed to know IPs because Michael says it's against the law. They're not allowed to give out IPs. Even the admins can't look at IPs. And I know it's something you can't comment on, but I know how the server system works. It's not possible to properly enforce. And the problem is not everyone's on Discord. There's people that have complained to me that they've been banned for a week, gonna get banned, and they never know the rule. As I keep trying to explain to them, to him or her, that the channel that they announced that rule change in, even if you add people on Discord, people cannot see it because they have to be following the post. It should have been put in announcements, the rule change. It shouldn't be in a thread. I have. And they go, oh no, if I add everyone, everyone's going to see it. No, there are still people that... The thing is, it should have been literally when you log in game, like how Orbit sometimes says hi to you. It should have said, we have made a rule change to how the server works. Check out this link on the website. Because there's still players that don't check Discord. Or don't have Discord. There are still players that don't know you're not allowed to make balloon farms. And they find out on my stream after they get banned. Please, Verde, because the thing is, there are players that don't know this rule change with ults. They're going to get themselves banned for a week and then lose their balloon streak. A majority of people that I know that are using ults, I've had to give them a heads up that you can't do that anymore. They've thanked me. If I didn't know they were doing it, they would have lost their badger streak and probably would have quit the server, because some of them are literally close to literally max balloon. Well, if they're banned for a week, they lose their streak. They quit the server, because the only thing keeping them playing is the streak and doing water fights. There are players that have told me if they didn't have their badger streak, they would have quit a long time ago. That's a bad thing to find out for players.
Alright, Chad, I'm sorry. I'm just typing
not going joking straight.
at robots,
there are people who have
so
told
I'm
me
just
if
trying
they
to make
didn't
sure my
have badger
thoughts and
streak
stuff
to
are
keep
heard.
them going,
I'm not ignoring you guys.
they wouldn't be playing.
Peeking over.
No, as many people have told me if they didn't have badger streak, they wouldn't be playing.
Watch this, Nuct. You can't do this. I bet you can't. Yeah, man. I mean, I've fought the Marauder like I think at this rate over 1,000 times, and I've still not gotten a finish, man, and it's disappointing. But some people have gotten a lot luckier, and I'm happy for them. I'm more enraged that it's not me, though. It's just, it feels like I haven't seen anyone pull a finish since the update with crates, but I could be wrong.
There's a lot of people literally ruining their mental health to try to get a crate from the Marauder when they shouldn't be. They should be exploring the server, finding structures, playing with friends. but they're just solo fighting a boss, solo fighting a
All right,
boss, solo
I'm sorry,
fighting a
no.
boss, over and over and over
You
and
wanna
over and
show
over and
chat
over and
the
over and over
gesture?
again.
All right, show the gesture.
And
Oh,
then they're
that's
burning themselves out.
So, chat, on a scale of 1 to 10, how upset would you be if they completely removed crates from Marauders? I just want to get a gauge of my chat. See where you guys stand. If they increase the amount found in the resource world, but decrease, removed crates from Marauders altogether, would you guys I mean, you'd probably be disappointed, but would you still fight the Marauder? I feel like people would still fight the Marauder because it's still a great source of rubies. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I don't know. Every time you did over the crate, exactly. That's what you know. And I feel like if here and here's what I asked Octorok. And I mean, I think I've already told you guys. Increase the chance of getting a Marauder Horn. Increase the chance of cosmetics and finishes dropped. Completely remove crates. Lower the ruby rate to about 10,000 at most. But it's still higher than it used to be. I think that would be a good balance. Increase the amount found in the resource world. See, yeah, there we go. Because as of right now, the Marauder seems like the best way to get everything. It's so overpowered. You want rubies? Fight the Marauder. You want crates? Fight the Marauder.
Shield.
What's up?
I've just asked Robert if he can join our call, because the thing is, we're just typing back and forth. Just easier just to have voices.
I mean,
my hand is starting to hurt typing.
Oh, was that him?
Hello, Robot.
Is that Robot?
Hello.
Hey, Robot, how's it going?
Sorry, no, my hands are starting to hurt with my arthritis. I understand. So can I first say something? I understand where Ben and the team are coming from. The crates are definitely your main new revenue source, and I understand them flux of crates are farming so much. But players are burning themselves out on the Marauder crates. To me in the community, like we're talking with our streams, and we've got people talking, and I'm starving in game again one moment. Like people getting mad at me. We're talking with people in the community, and the people in the community are saying the Ruby idea was a bad idea, because all it's doing is influxing a lot of rubies in the economy. And even if people can't get the crates, they can still buy all the decorations. So many people already have all the cosmetics and decorations at this stage, where they don't see the need to spend the money on the crate because all the items are already out there at this stage. So there's actually no true value in them. But I believe the best course right now is to just remove the crate from Marauder, because that will just make it so people are not burning themselves out and ruining their mental health trying to farm the crates non-stop to try get crates. Increase the rate of finishes and cosmetics in the Marauder boss and also the relic, so that people that are new to the server still have a chance to get the relic and they can get the armor, but also people have a chance to get finishes, because people love finishes. Even if there's more finishes in the economy that are Marauder finishes, it ain't going to really affect the server really much, because people will actually have something that they can sell for rubies, so they can make money that way, and also they will actually be able to have a finish. I know people that have literally been farming the Spire since it's come out, and they've not had one finish drop. There are people that literally get to the stage where they don't believe the finishes will be. I know they drop, but they're so low that it's not funny. It would make the player base very happy if you just say, oh, we're increasing finish rates on the Marauder boss, and we're going to drop the ruby cost to about 30% down, so it's about, you get about 10k rubies, not the amount people are getting at the moment, because it's a little bit too much, and it'll just make the whole community happy.
At the moment,
People
it's
understand.
15k.
Yeah, because right now players are just annoyed, because the thing is, all you're doing is making them have to farm even more to try to get the crates, and it's just going to burn them out. You don't really want to burn out your player base before AFA.
Did you just recently change it, Robot, to 15k? Because earlier when the change first dropped, I mean, I was averaging about 13k each, but I've seen some of my chat say they got like 21k or something like that. That may be something to
I
look
mean,
at.
21K shouldn't be possible. Hold on.
Hmm. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me look at
Maybe
the
So you
maybe
file.
we're
understand
lying,
what I'm
but
meaning?
that's what people were telling me. They, I mean, I guess they could just be mistaken. I'm not sure, but I'm sorry we're complaining so much. you know, that's what it feels like all the
I
time.
mean, it's not. I
Thank
don't
you.
think it's complaining. I think the um response is like I guess it's we did expect a response like this. It's um you know it's a tough call to make, and I'm not particularly happy that we have to make these calls. But
And yeah, I know
uh,
where you're coming
we'll
from,
see,
but I
we'll see
think,
what we can do.
Yeah,
but I
I
think right
genuinely
now the
think
best
as
thing
of
you
right now,
guys
I mean, even before the change,
you
the
do
most
any other
recent
change.
change, I believe that Marauder fights were probably a bit too overpowered to begin with. He's not particularly difficult to fight for your average player. And he just gives way too
Yeah,
much,
I
like
did. I
in terms
didn't.
of rubies, in terms
I
of like
didn't.
crates, and there's really no reason to do any of the other money making methods like farming, which is obviously my favorite thing, is practically useless now because you're not making nearly as much. Yeah, I could just fight the Marauder and make just as much. And not only that, having the
That's
chance,
true. Yeah, boss fight is like for an experienced player, like a boss fight is like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I mean
think right now the best
my
thing the
average
team
time is a minute and 40 seconds. So
and the thing is
Yeah.
right now the issue is because there's more increased spires and open worlds because I saw that that's been increased over time. People can literally over like because those numbers of me saying those numbers were literally legit numbers. People will literally can easily make 100K in a couple of hours from this. That's ridiculous. All that's going to do is increase the rubies and create some. It's just going to unbalance the economy in such a way. The time AFA comes out, a new player is going to join and not be able to even be able to buy anything from the auction house.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um,
I, I
I mean,
think right now what you guys need to do, and I know a lot of people may be annoyed, just do a change log and say we're reverting these changes for now, and we'll get back to you. Just do a post and just say we're reverting these changes back to the normal rates. The crates will stay being low and hard. Don't change the crate rates for now, and just say we're reverting these changes and other changes are coming soon. Because right now all you're doing is just inflating the economy so much that it is getting ridiculous.
all
And you
right.
need to
Yeah.
do it quick, or there's going to be
well, hold on,
irreversible damage.
Octorok, let him respond, please. I want to hear his response.
Sorry.
I mean, I can relay those changes. I guess, interested in the thing you said about like the amount of spires in the open worlds being like increased.
It does feel like recently, I believe as recently as like a couple days ago, um, and this was multiple worlds, but there were several, I think up to five, in one resource world. I think it was yellow or orange, one of the two, but there was like five spires in one of them. There was three spires in another, and then there was like at least one in each other, and people still hunting for them. So it feels like they've been increased. It may just be a bug, or maybe just incredibly
I mean,
lucky.
that's yeah. I guess that's just a coincidence. Like something like that has been possible since the beginning. Like
Yeah.
there's always. I mean, there's a I guess a slight guarantee of always one in a world. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes there can be a world with none, and sometimes you get incredibly lucky with the generation, and there can be like five in a world. So like we haven't really, I mean, we haven't touched those rates at all, like the generation in that aspect. So
Ah, okay. I mean,
that
granted,
should
I mean
just be
in the game of like numbers, of course, something like that'll happen once in a while. Yeah. Fur Force just confirmed
yeah,
there was five in orange 2 days ago. Which I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna
yeah,
complain about that because like for me, it's just free rubies. But I think for the overall health of the game, I'm not sure. At least with all the other changes, I don't think it's great for the health.
yeah. I just looked at the files. It should the max amount of rubies for a single one should be just above like 15k. Like uh you have the physical ones like the blocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 400 somewhat rubies, and the max amount you can get in like the highest amount you can get from a roll is 15k per
Hmm.
fight.
Okay,
The
maybe it was just
lowest
being
the lowest
misreported.
would be the lowest would be 9k.
Still, that's
To me,
excessive.
to me that's still like very excessive. That as a lot of rubies, because all that's doing is just going to influx the economy with more rubies and make people not. Because like how she was saying before, most people are saying, well, what's the point of me farming? I can just do the mortar, a couple fights, and then I don't have to worry about rubies at all. But also, what am I going to spend the rubies on? There's no majority of people have all the items from the crates already, so they don't really need to buy the crates. So there's no point spending real life money on the crates or bucks. You
Granted,
see,
I
you get a
mean,
problem when you
there
start having
are other
too
ways
many
rather than
rubies.
just direct nerfs to fix this. I mean, you could give more the idea, I guess, is to have like branched ways of making rubies, so each one has its own reason for doing it. Like with Marauder, you can get Marauder gear and decorations and stuff like that. With Badger quests, you get the streaks, you get the keys or the crates. I'm sorry. Um, and I guess with Jacko, you get like a passive income, but maybe if like instead you also added something like maybe Jacko points where I don't know, you can get something for turning in a certain amount of rubies or a certain amount of crops. I mean, not rubies. Uh, I don't know. It just feels like the Marauder is like both Jacko and Badger mixed into one, where you get the consistent rubies from Jacko while also getting all the decorations, cosmetics, and bonuses from Badger. It just like, and this is I'm just talking about this strictly before the changes. You know,
Yeah,
it just feels unbalanced. And granted, it's still fun. I still enjoy fighting it. I don't know about you guys, but like, yeah, so, most of us on average are getting about 4, 5, maybe sometimes even up to 10 in an average play session, because you know you got people who make it like their whole thing is finding spires, and that's great. I enjoy the services. Um, because it encourages exploring, but I do think it kind of gets out of hand in reference to like the economy. And like, I mean, if you look in recent auction house, a lot of the decorations from the Marauder are like, I can get a stack for about 5k um from some of
yeah,
these
that's kind of insane.
decorations.
Like the other day, I paid 3k and I
Hey,
got
Alex.
32 of the gold pile of the gold boxes.
Hello.
How's it going? Oh my gosh, this is the first time I get to talk to
Yeah,
you guys. I'm
everyone's in
so
here.
excited. What a fun day this has been.
Hi.
Sorry, when I've got major arthritis in my hands, and just typing so much was starting to really cause cramping.
Chat,
So
That's
that's
all
the main
right.
reason I got your own voice robot.
what
And
an
also my
awesome day
spelling's
this has
horrible
been.
anyway.
Awesome day, starting the day with a diner.
I got
Then,
off work early,
you
got
get
paid for a full day. I get to talk to admins. This is, I mean, regardless of the issues, I think it's overall positive today. You know, just
I'm glad
Yeah,
to hear that.
yeah, and
Mhm.
majority of the community understand where you guys are coming from. We're just worried about the economy. Like, we're the front of the community. We see how things sell in the auction house, and majority of players are literally seeing this change, and the economy is going to really hurt from it, because all it's doing is just literally going to inflate the ruby cost of items.
it was really
Because you
funny
got
watching
Aphid
so
Right.
eventually
many
coming
people
out.
talking about it as soon as the thing dropped. Like, everyone was like, "Oh, great! Now everything's worth way more because the economy just got annihilated." That's funny though.
And I understand trying to compensate the crates, but that's not how you compensate. like, I think the best thing for us is in the coming days increase finish rates in order, increase cosmetics, increase the relic,
I think
not the rubies,
Yeah.
and bring down the rubies.
yeah, we've gone over it. I don't think there's any reason to constantly rehash it though. You know,
Yeah.
they've heard it, and I appreciate you guys stopping by to actually listen and, you know, tell your thoughts without typing. Because every time we go to type, it's just like my chat listens to silence. Because you know, we
Right.
focus
Yeah.
on
I
it.
think yeah, as we hear like all this feedback like from it, we'll be able to incorporate that like with the stuff we're doing like in
But
the coming week.
I do think right now, Roban, I think the best thing for the server's health, and I know a lot of people may be annoyed, but I think right now, revert the ruby prices back to how they were from Marauder. Don't increase the crates. Keep the crates at the rates you want to keep them at right now, because I know the influx of crates also, because it is the way you guys make your money. But right now, please revert the ruby changes back to normal, because there's just too many rubies flooding into the server economy, where people will literally get so much rubies, where it's just going to make it unplayable for any new player joining the server, because the cost of everything's just going to go up, and it's going to be an unpleasant player for majority of the community.
I can yeah,
I know,
right, Alex.
I know
I
you
think it
guys.
would be a good thing to like I guess call Ben and
Yeah,
some others like in a meeting um
because
like in a
at the end
couple
of the
hours
day, we
maybe.
see the
So
community, and I know the
Uh,
community right now, and everyone's telling me right now they want it turned back. Like, me and Kocat were hanging out last night on a call, and there were about 15 other Discords all talking about the changes, and everyone was literally voicing the same thing. I don't like saying this, but I have to say it, Ben's an idiot, and it's nothing against Ben at all. People were just heated at the time, but also everyone was voicing the same thing. Please change it back. You don't have to increase the crates back to normal. Just in change, like everyone that has money on the server that spends rubies, we're all yelling, please change it back. You're literally making us lose rubies, but also
yeah,
make
that's
everything
true.
else too expensive.
Right. Okay. So
yeah, I mean,
you're good. You good. You haven't been able to talk this time. You're good to speak. I'm sorry.
n- no, it's fine. I understand. Like, I've been reading over the chats quite a lot this morning and part of the afternoon, so I really understand what you guys are coming from, and I think that all the concerns are totally valid. I don't want to shut down any concerns at all, because, like, all the opinions, like people who play longer, those who haven't played recently, those who are coming back, like all the concerns are really valid. So I really don't shut down conversations or try to, make my opinion more valid than the others. So if you guys are upset, it's totally understandable. I get it. I was a player once. I was a moderator once. So I really understand where you guys are coming from. And yeah, we might get this to a meeting though.
All right, and I do appreciate you guys hearing us out, and I'm not really upset about it. More is just concerned. I get what
Yeah,
you guys are
that's
doing.
just what we are. We're just concerned, because the thing is, to me, I don't do Marauder because of my arthritis, so it doesn't really affect me. But the players that do Marauder and the players that don't do Marauder, they say, well, I can't do Marauder because my hand, so I can't get those rubies. There are other players that can't do Marauder because they're not good at combat, so they can't get those rubies. And they're trying to farm, and they have to do more farming, and farming has a cap of how much you can sell a day. So the people that can do Marauder are getting more rubies than them, so they see an unfair balance.
I
Right.
Okay. I have a quick question that's a little bit off topic. Um,
Go
but
ahead.
it always feels like the conversations happen when I'm asleep because I go to sleep early and time zones and stuff. But in regards to promos, so I know the way we have it set up, and I understand the reasoning to have them be Orbucks. Uh,
Yeah.
but would it not be a little bit better to just have them like you spend the money, you can get the promo, and then you can spend the Orbucks on the crates? Because like I know a lot of people who save the Orbucks for the crates, and I guess I don't know. I feel like it would increase sales because they have to spend the money in order to get, like, they get the ore bucks, but they also get the promo, kind of like the same way with the keys, and then they can just spend the ore bucks on whatever crate they want. That's the way I initially
Well,
thought
I
it
guess
would be implemented, but
there's, I mean, it was something like, I guess it was a potential option while we were thinking about it, but like there's, I guess, two issues with that approach. That players, um, like they wait until that promo drops to make their to um to spend anything, because it's the best time to spend your money because you get the Orbucks and you get the crates. But also it like there's a huge influx of crates, and we saw this with the previous events where it like unnecessarily like increases the amount, like just the total amount of crates that are in the are in circulation, because players are, I mean, they're for the most part using like they're not necessarily buying the crates, they're buying the promo, and that's
right.
their main reason. And then the crates are then more or less secondary, even though
Yeah,
in the
and
past that's what you were getting. But it increases the amount of crates in the economy so much that um, it like hurt the next event that happened
yeah,
because of the
and
amount of stuff that existed.
I see where you're also coming, but also gotta know a lot of people aren't actually opening the crates. They see more value in selling them. I know people that literally right now see on 10 to 20 million rubies because they bought the crates and just sold them straight away and have now become millionaires. Because most people I'm talked to said it's not actually worth opening the paid crates because they can get the free crates, but also most people tell me they don't even want to open the crates anymore because they don't want to spend $10 US and get free common decorations that should be in fabric. They're literally the value of a fabric decoration. They shouldn't be behind a paywall. The problem is the reason event keys worked well with decorations is because the decoration you got was a centerpiece. It was a centerpiece. It added the value. Like if you open a Christmas key and you got a big decoration, it was a centerpiece. The problem is now by having the crates with decorations like events, you got the influx where they're not. Some of them are not centerpieces. They were like a roll of toilet paper or
I mean,
bottle of things.
I feel like,
and
I
people
mean, they
don't
had
want to spend that money.
before. Like, it's a meme in my community that the frost table strikes again. There's always a frost table in the crate. You know, you have just undesirable things in the keys, and that mainly because not everything's going to be desired by every single person. And usually it's always a table decoration or a chair, like the lifeguard chair or the. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
guess.
something that's just always been in keys and crates. I do feel like it's more
But
often now, but
the
I don't know.
the thing is where I'm seeing it is if I go /crate, the problem is that I'm seeing is with events, with the event stuff, everything was limited. Everything was classed as limited rate. So people are fine
Right.
with that. The problem is because you have now changed it where there are common decorations, rare decorations, and cosmetics are like epic and legendary. The problem is the more likely someone's going to open that crate, they're going to get a common decoration because that's just how the rates are. The weight of items, it's more likely you're going to get a common item over a rare or an epic or legendary item. Problem is because majority of the common and epic and rare items are decorations, people do not want to spend the money because people rather have the, like in the wizard crate, someone rather have the balloon or the robe. But they're going to put in the crate and they're going to get free decorations that are common. They're going to feel, well, this was a waste of money. Why did I even open this? I'm not going to do this again. I'm just going to sell the crate. And that's
I
what the base
understand that.
members have told me.
Yeah, I
Like,
understand that. I mean, compared to
because
the old,
Verde
compared to
opened
the
tons of
keys,
medieval crates to try to get a finish.
right?
Whoa, that's
majority of the big spenders, and I understand, but from me and the people that I know on the server that spend a lot of money, the majority of the people, they only did the crates to try get finishes. The big spenders like finishes. They like showing, like putting a finish on a furniture is not a good idea because you can't show it off. It's more about flexing. People love to show off stuff in games. Look at my fancy thing I have. I've got a molten hat. I'm better than you. Quotation marks. People just like having that thing to say, look at me, but making that thing that's harder to get, and you're more likely to get a common decoration that people that like finishes aren't going to want because they're not builders. They like showing off cosmetics. Majority of players that spend the money on the server are not builders. I found out majority of people don't build. They like showing off and flexing because they have the money. Sourcegirl is famous for that.
I will say, it was a good move having the tool skins be common, because that's one of those things where it's like, oh man, I've only pulled commons, and then it's like, yo, I got a tool skin. You know, everyone's always excited to get those because those are probably some of the most valuable. Like, because like a tool skin is more valuable than a lot of the rares and sometimes even epics. Hell, even sometimes legendaries.
I guess perception on those, changed. Like, because I remember a time where you'd open like a Christmas key, and people would dread like landing on I guess back in the day they were tool skins, but they would dread like landing on their fourth like bow tool skin.
Well, I think back then there were their own items. Like, you didn't just get, like, I think the change where like you got the item and then you had a chance of getting a tool skin, that was awesome because it was like, well, the item I got's kind of mid, but the tool skin's pretty nice. It's one of the new ones, and then I'm getting like 2 items for the price of 1. You know, then they're more likely to take it, or at the very least think about it and not skip over it. And that was a great change. Of course, now that doesn't matter because things have changed again. I do genuinely like the tool skins being in the place they're at. I think they're definitely a lot more fun to get because, you know, you have that initial disappointment of only getting commons. And now it's like, oh, cool! I actually got a tool skin there. That's a pleasant surprise. Yeah, you want one? Here, you can have that.
I think
Nox
I
says
think
hi, by the way.
compared to old crates.
Can I say one thing that I've had a lot of feedback from, like Kinlan up here in the community, and the feedback I think that I don't know how easy it would be for you guys to do this, but I know there was a lot of missing decorations and missing items from the crates themselves. A lot of feedback from a lot of people that have said they'll be happy to still pay 800 is split the crates. Have decoration version, have a cosmetic version. So then the people that want to spend the money to get the finishes, they can spend the money, they know they can open that and they're going to get cosmetics every time. So they're going to guarantee more finish rates. So you don't have to change the finish rates.
I don't know
and the
how
people
I
that
feel
are
about
like
that.
me with builders, I don't care for the cosmetics. I want decorations. But if I get a
I get the thought behind it because I know
you don't have to worry about having, because you just made so many awesome decorations that made the crates too full. But you also made a whole bunch of awesome cosmetics that are not in the crates as well that made it too full. By splitting them, you can still have all the awesome cosmetics I know you guys made, because there's a couple that I bloody want, and you know the ones I want because I made those images, and you've seen those images I made, and I don't have them. But there's also decorations I want that I can't get. So by splitting the crates to decoration and keeping the tool skins in both of them, so have decorations and tool skins and cosmetics and tool skins, I think they'll just make the majority of the community happy. They'll make the builders happy so they can get the decorations they want and not have to worry about a jester and a cosmetic mixed in there. And the people that want cosmetics and want finishes will have them as well.
Okay, as nice as that sounds, that would require a whole hell of a lot more work. A lot of these crates only have 2, 5, maybe 6 cosmetics in them. So that would lower the prices drastically for a lot of them, like to an obscenely low level.
No. You forget something with Shield. Where are all the cosmetics from the old keys?
Well, yeah, I get
but they
that.
don't all fit, and
they don't
not all of them fit the new themes, and they also, like, there's, I mean, you did say, you know, there's cosmetics that didn't make the cut in the crates that are out there, but there's not that many that we would be able to split them up. I do understand the idea behind it, because the player who wants furniture and a player who wants cosmetics is, I mean, they are pretty different. There's like overlap there, but
Well,
overall, like they're
then
pretty different kind
I
of
know that.
players. So, but unfortunately, I don't think it's like an option to
Honestly,
I
go
know
that
that might
route.
not be an option, but
if they were to do something like
mixed
that, then
crates.
paid crates would be like 2 rolls. Because it would be like, it would be awful to have a 3-roll crate and you basically just got everything. And you only buy the crate once because, like I said, you get everything. I guess that would be slightly different for the people who really want the decorations, but I can't imagine that would be like long term. That'd be like a short term.
I guess in
Oh,
a proper with a proper implementation of that, it would be, we make new assets, but that's not really an option at the moment. Like,
Well,
I mean, I
then there's
know
another option that my
personally.
community have. One other option my community
Okay.
have stated is, how about the common decorations? Make them purchasable with all bucks in a different way, and then it still allows the rare, the epic, and legendary to be in there because they still have weight, and it still has that balance. But remove the common decorations from the crates and put them part of an NPC that's in rotation, like the crates. So when the crates rotate, his inventory rotates to have the decoration all bucks, and then also allows you to have a NPC that you could literally put other decorations in there instead of trying to have another crate and trying to put a low tier decoration in there. By having an NPC there that can literally sell the items, like Russell by Badger, have him near the genie, you have another way to use the all bucks. So when there's downtime, when people are building, they can literally just buy a ton of all bucks and buy a ton of common decorations, because people need a lot of those. So I know people that literally said they'll happy pay 100 all bucks per decoration. Well, I need 10 of those. There's 1,000 all bucks. So
But
it
I mean,
keeps people running out of all bucks. But it also, you
does
can
that
put
mean
other
that
things in there, like the coins.
hold on.
does that mean, like, I guess you would be removing the orb? I mean, the common items from the crate, like, entirely? Like, at least the
because most
decorations?
everyone knows everything's changing all the time. And then when you add more crates down the line, by not having the commons in there, that will add a more weight. So there's a chance for people to have a chance for the finishes, because the common decorations, there's too many of them.
I mean,
Like,
that's
most players
kind
have
of.
told me they were happy because the common decorations are your low tier decorations. Well, for a build, I know people that need like 50 of the blinds. Well, the amount of money they're going to have to spend is ridiculous, so they don't want to spend that money. But if they have to literally pay 100 ore bucks for one blind from an NPC, then they're more than happy. And I know people that have told me they'll be more than happy to literally spend $30 to $40 just buying blinds from that NPC than buying the crates.
I mean, I get the thought. I still don't think it's like an option to just remove so many stuff from like the common rarity, because it's kind of like the common rarity still like it crate exists like that for a reason.
Like, keep the
Yeah,
common
it's not
cosmetics.
There's like a balance to crates, and like having more of like having more, for example, epic or rare items compared to common is like off balance.
I mean, it would
I know what you
basically
mean.
just make the rares and the epics and stuff the common ones. I kind of like the idea of having some of them like be purchasable with Orbucks. Maybe keep the commons in the crates, but also make them purchasable with Orbucks. As of right now, Octorok,
Right.
I think we have to realize that we're in a very awkward period of time. Balancing the crates is going to be difficult because that requires a ton more assets in order to properly balance. So you can't really take away from any crates because then you'd have too little, and you can't add too much to the crate. Or like, basically what you're asking is for them to take things away from the crates, but then you're limiting it to like only about 5 items per crate. And while, I mean, initially it'd be cool to get, you know, all the things you want from a crate, I don't think it'd be healthy.
I don't know if you guys want to do this, and I know balancing the crates. How about the items that are missing from the crates have them available in the NPC, because the items that people have not gotten yet, and then because they're going to be brand new decorations, people will literally buy them in the droves because they're going to want them from builds. Like, there's decorations in there that I know people will want, that I want. I will happily, literally right now, empty my PayPal to get those decorations if they're part of an NPC. And the decorations people haven't seen, so you don't have to remove any decorations from the crates that are already there. And then also you've got the coins around the fountain, you've got the items around the fountain that I know Shield wants and other people want.
I want it
By
so bad.
just putting them in an NPC rotation, I definitely know you'll make a ton of money really quickly.
I will agree that maybe I do actually. Oh, okay. I think we could use the idea where you could have like decorations and stuff sold for Orbucks at spawn. They maybe don't have to be like specifically from the crates, but maybe in terms of like you know, obviously I do really want the decorations here at the fountain. You could have stuff like that be sold where they don't quite fit in the crates, but you could still make make some money off of them, I guess. I don't know if that's making sense. I still liked the idea where like occasionally, like midway through events, you could have a sale where if they purchase bundles, they can end up getting some of the decorations along with the bundles. I think that would increase sales, but also get people buying like when there's not a sale going on. Because like during events, there's always a 25% off, right? So, I mean, you could probably increase spending by, having those events where like you can get a special decoration that only comes like once every couple months. And then you'd have people like Sauce Girl or me, or I don't have a list of the amount, like the people who actually spend a lot of money on the server. But, we would probably be more inclined to make purchases outside of events. And I know you guys do that occasionally when you have like the seasonal promos, or not seasonal, but like the punk set and like the promos outside of their own events. So I guess there is that, but I think it would just be another way of making money without doing too much. I don't know. I'm just trying to find an excuse to get those Orbucks. That's all I'm saying. That in the end, I just want the decoration.
And end of the day, there's decorations that I wish I could talk about that I love that you guys made. I like Rom. I know the people that made the stuff that you got, like Rom07. He put a ton of work into those decorations, and they're not here. He put a ton of work into that stuff, and he kind of feels disappointed. I put all this work, even though he was getting paid by you guys, he put work into those items, and they're not here. And that made a lot of the people that were from the community that you guys got to make stuff not able to show off the stuff they actually put a ton of effort into making.
Yeah, I mean for us it was also like, I guess, disappointing to not be to not have like to be able to show everything. It was a necessary change, like a necessary decision for us to.
And I know it was a hard decision because you don't want to influx the crates. You don't want to have too many items. But to me, having those items just to sit on the sideline or one day be added to the server, to me is a kind of a waste, because you did spend money to get them made. By having them literally in a separate rotation to have those decorations, because they're not in the crates, you can't put them in the crates. But then people pay Orbucks to get them, people will still buy them, and you'll make money off them. Because right now they're just sitting there doing nothing. You're literally got money that's sitting there that you could be making that you're not. And I know Ben says you've not run a successful business, or people say, I have. I've been in the business game. I worked for Disney. And I know one rule we had at Disney for Club Penguin or any games, if we've made an asset and we can make money from it, we make money from it, because it's just wasted money. You're just sitting on an item that's wasting money. So you've got these items, you've spent money to make them. If you can find a way to put them on the server, even if it's an NPC, or now and again an NPC randomly turns up, like it can't be permanent. You can literally have like a black market NPC, or an NPC that randomly turns up every couple months and goes, hey, I have all these items that were going to be in the crates, come look over here, they cost all bucks, come buy them from me. So instead of them being there all the time, you could literally just have a black market NPC, or all but black market NPC. Could even be the ex-mayor, for God's sakes. Add lore around it. And he just turns up with stuff he stole from the crates.
Like, you could call
yeah,
it
I mean,
those items are not in the crates. You literally could have the ex-mayor go, hey, I stole these from the crates. They cost this much ore bucks. Want to buy them from me?
Octorok,
I guess
I'm sorry. You're good. You're good to...
part of I like the sound of it. I would have to bring it up, and see what the rest of the team thinks of it. But I can certainly bring it up as an idea. But what would we do? Would we is this something that we upkeep in the future? Because future crates that we're gonna make, they're not gonna have this excess these excess
I know
items,
that,
right?
But I don't think people will really care. I think most people wouldn't really care if it's just those items, because the thing is, you can make it literally. You can make it literally not turn up for 3 months. Well, in those 3 months, most people that are playing the server don't have those decorations. Want those decorations? We're at a supply and demand, because there's only going to be so much supply. People use them for builds.
Right.
It's not like cosmetics where people are wearing them or just leaving them in their inventory, because it's an item that's a decoration. Someone may be working on a big build and need a whole bunch of a certain item, and they weren't able to get enough at that time the NPC was around, and no one's selling them much anymore because other people already use them in their builds.
Honestly, that's a really good idea.
And you don't have to have all the items available. It could rotate, like the crates rotating. You could literally say, oh, I stole this from the cyber crate. I took these from the cyber crate. These are what I have this time
How's
around.
it going, Lucky
Or I
Lady?
took these from the
I'm
funfair
sorry,
crate.
guys, that I'm not communicating.
So then people know, okay, this NPC may have any item from the previous crates that are here at the moment that weren't added to the crate that are decorations that I can use my straight ore bucks. Instead of voting for them, I'm going to buy a ton of them. Because I know there's a bunch from other crates that aren't available. Then you've got people literally going, okay, he's back. Everyone's saying in chat, where's the NPC? The ex-mayor's back. He's over here. Everyone's typing in chat about it. He has these items from this crate. And people just start buying them.
I will say,
because they don't know what crate he'll have.
That my community has decided that it is canon that the current genie at spawn is the ex-mayor who decided to wish that he could make wishes. He got greedy when he found a genie, so he turned to a genie. It's canon now. You guys don't have a choice in that. That's 100% canon.
Yeah, well, we'll have to pick it up.
But you see what I mean? Because you've got excess of these items. You need a way to still make money. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, I know how much effort you guys work in this stuff. And the thing is, I don't like you guys seeing you waste money on an item that could have been used. Like, there's so many stuff that I've seen over the years that never gets used. It may get reused, or it may be used down the end of the day. But at the end of the day, these items were paid for, and they're not being used. Well, to me, that's a waste of money. So you need
I can.
So that
I'll
the thing is,
I'll bring it up.
I've decided we're going to be working on this.
People will happily, literally.
Is that okay with you guys?
You'll make
obviously tomorrow
builders happy, but also people that like having like a big ticket item, because there are some big ticket items in those stuff that you guys didn't put out that I wish I could have right now with my builds, and I don't have.
And
the thing is, even if it's like 1,000 or 500, like even if it's the price of some of the bigger ticket items at 200 to 300 ore bucks, people will pay that.
You know what would be kind of neat, actually?
Even if a big ticket item is 500 ore bucks, people will pay that.
As an addition to like the lost content, because I feel like you could call it like the lost content update. Perhaps you could use this. We'll just say the mayor for now as a stand-in. The black market dealer, or the mayor. You could like put one of the items from one of the new crates in there, like before the crate comes out. Put like maybe not like the exact item, but a similar item to kind of build hype for
like
the new
knockoff.
crate.
Like he's made a knockoff, like.
Yeah,
a
yeah, like
knockoff version of a future
maybe,
crate as a preview.
yeah, maybe
So
like the
people
Atlantis
make
chair, but it's like duct taped together. You know, obviously that'd be an extra asset, but I think it'd be pretty funny. But it could also build speculation and hype. Or maybe like when you go to add a new
because then
spire
people
in the future, you could have like a cheap wooden replica or something. Or all it has to be is like the same item except it has like fake on it, like as a tag, kind of like you'd find on shoes or something.
Hmm.
I think it'd be pretty
like
funny.
a
Yeah, I like
knockoff.
it.
And then people will speculate, okay, we know this may be the future crate. What is this? It could be broken, and then people will speculate, and people may start saving money or spending more ore bucks than they normally would, so they can get the crate when it drops.
Right.
I
Because
actually
you
have
want to have incentive.
another question. Are there? First off, what was the reason for removing the animations for keys? And then, is there also any plans to add them back? Because as of now, it's incredibly unsatisfying to open keys, like the legacy
Um,
stuff.
yeah, the reason why we removed it is because the we didn't want, like, it would basically mean that we have these two systems up and running like
Mm-hmm.
at the same time when they're like kind of clashing with each other, and like we wanted to really like emphasize one over the other, like the new over the old.
Gotcha.
And it would also mean we'd need like an additional set of instance server running in the background for like these great openings. And they're not like they're like in comparison, the quality of those openings are like pretty bad, I think, in comparison.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
I was in favor of like removing them. It also speeds up the opening of them,
All right.
And
since I
also,
know
I don't want them back
players
either,
wanted
because the
that.
resources. End of
I
the day,
was
I
I
don't
was
want you
just
guys
curious
spending
on
more
the reason,
resources.
and because I know, me personally, like I got my St. Patrick's Day key, which is my prized possession, and before the crate update,
Uh-huh.
it was always that temptation because we opened one during my birthday stream, and it was so hyped because like, one St. Patty's Day's keys aren't really typically opened on camera all that often. It's not something that happens anymore.
I think
And
I
it's
think the
Right.
thing that I
just
think
never
most
gonna
people have
happen again.
feedback on those is if you guys can keep like the legacy, like the 2021 key opening thing in the background. I think that you don't have to do the Cosmo Rare and those keys because there's too many of those, but I think the 2021 keys might be a good idea just to keep those in the background because they are a special moment in the community. Like, people literally will fill up a Discord call with as many people as they can to watch one of those keep open. It adds hype around the server. Like, when I opened up my Easter key, there was so many people pissed off at me that I mistakenly rolled because I couldn't see chat. And it was just so much hype around it. Now when you open them with the genie, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
what's the point of opening this?
Yeah,
Actually-
that's fair.
And on that note, while we're on the topic of the 2021 stuff, I think it's speculation right now, and it's kind of been hinted at. While there aren't going to be any more like St. Patrick's Day or Easter I guess there wouldn't be. Never mind. Let me continue the damn thought. While there won't be those events anymore, are you guys at least thinking about adding like crates that represent them, like a St. Patrick's Day crate or a Valentine's Day
possible.
crate?
Cyber sale crate. Because I know Ender has wanted to do a cyber sale crate for key forever alongside the Thanksgiving stuff.
Even like smaller events can receive a themes crate of their own. It's
Okay.
possible.
Because a lot of people have been wanting to see the return of items at least similar to like the St. Patrick's Day, because
2021 stuff.
people have been like, I think I accidentally started a rumor a while ago that St. Patrick's Day was coming back. Um, so like for a while, people
What a
thought
what
like,
a rumor.
well, I think I asked like publicly chat several times, if you could pick an event that would come back, which one would it be? And gave them the options. And I guess people ran with
Right.
that. I don't know. Regardless, it was going around that it'd come back, but obviously people who knew that it wasn't. Um. Anyway, the people have been wanting something like a St. Patrick's Day crate since crates have been added. Um, but my worry is if you guys are going to be adding, like, if you do something like that, would you guys be adding items that are just like the same ones from the original key, like the piles of gold, pots of gold, tool skins and stuff, or are you planning?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Okay,
majority of the player base I've talked to the legacy players.
Yeah, and that would
to
be the
them,
worry for most of those guys, is because like
No, Shield. That's a misconception. I've talked to a lot of legacy players, and it's the name on it. Majority of legacy players don't care if the server adds like a knockoff Halo ring or a knockoff stuff. They don't care for that because now I can get a finish on it. Like I've talked to Source Girl, she doesn't care. Like the big spenders don't care, and the legacy players don't care if the server team re-adds the old items again with a new skin. Like we got the Mama Bear because they've still got the 2021 tag on them.
right, and that was what that's what I'd figure, because I'd love to see more gold.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, the
there
tag
would
is
be
everything.
there would be a possibility of simple like we've done in the past, like or like Valentine's has like we have two types of, I guess, wings. Like one is like a Cupid wing, and like we have like the Cupid halo, but we also have the angel wings and the angel halo, right? So
Yeah, no,
stuff
the
like that
player
is
base, like
possible.
I've talked to people about, but they don't mind if you bring back a different St. Paddy's hat and a different kind of pot of gold, and it's a different kind of version, because at the
Right.
end of the day, it's about the tag. They don't care, because then it'll just give them another version for them to buy.
All right, and now
Another version to get a
I
finish
think
on.
my last main concern and question, since I have you, on the record, and I can talk to you personally about it. How much money would I have to pay you to add goblins to the game?
God damn it,
Like,
Shield! Stop with this.
The
I
green,
will never stop.
green small creatures with the pointy ears.
Green small creatures that like gold, pointy ears, yeah, stuff like that.
Well,
I
if you're
want 'em
asking
so
that, when I
bad.
might get a giant penguin plushie?
You can have your damn
Why couldn't
plushie.
I
I
bring the-
want
and the plush-
goblins. The goblin army must rise. I mean, we got. Could you just retexture, rascals? I'd be fine with that. Noct says they want crows.
I mean, I wouldn't ever say like no to like some kind of goblin type creature in the game, but I guess it would have to fit somewhere. I don't think we reskin any
Future
existing one.
Spire or Future Blight?
Maybe, I don't know. Like, it would definitely be like I mean, it makes sense of it to be like either like a neutral or hostile mob. We'll have to see
Oh, I'd love that so
If
much.
we-
if we ever like are unsure about like a visual for a new mob, and it makes sense, I can suggest it.
But also one thing I do want to say, I think in the future, and I know a lot of you guys have to do stuff that you can't talk about, as I keep saying to you, Robot, I don't mind signing NDA. Like us media ranks, we don't mind have to sign NDA if we have to help you test stuff. Because I know you had the moderators test the update beforehand, but I think it'd be more incentive to get us, because we're the content creators. We like, I know many of us that you've said it will cost some money to advertise. You've got us. We're your best advertisement you can get. I know people that make amazing videos that literally we're your best advertisement. You don't have to spend money on a content creator and make advertising. We're literally here to test stuff. Like CoCap had an idea a while ago that when AFA drops, have a separate world for AFA for media ranks, that we can invite people to the world, but people can't join us. So if Nafi wants to get Rec Rap and a whole bunch of content creators on the server
How's
to
it
play
going, Alex?
AFA, he can jump in a separate world called the media world, because Windcraft has it. I can jump on Windcraft right now and go to a separate world on Windcraft called the media world that I even invented, and I can make content and not have to worry about people finding me on Windcraft and harassing me in game, because people would just literally stand in front of me or kill the boss before I can kill it.
That's
Same with like
an
the server with
interesting
AFA.
idea.
Having a media world that is separate from all the other open worlds, only medias can see. We can invite people to that world, but if someone leaves that world, they can't get back into that world. So if I'm doing a stream with a bunch of content creators that don't have media yet, but want to do it with me, we can do AFA together. I can invite them to me. They can join on me with an invite, but they can't. But once I leave the world, or they leave the world, I have to re-invite them. So it allows Nafi to literally be able to play the server with a bunch of his viewers, a bunch of his moderators can come play AFA with him, and not have a bunch of random players hunting for him in the resource world to find him, and he can play the update.
Bro, I feel so
Because
bad for
the
Narfi.
open worlds have a separate chat.
Yeah,
Like-
we've said time and time again, like, we notice the issues whenever Narfi joins.
Because
Um,
it's
I
not
think
just
I think
Nafi. I'm
yeah,
telling you right now, and it's been confirmed by my friend. RT Games will be playing the server when the update drops. He's told me he wants to check it out. He loves the AFA mod. I have content creators that are on my list that have millions of followers on Twitch. They plan to check out AFA, and they've seen the concerns of the server. And like he said, if there's not a separate world I can join and I can just bring a bunch of my moderation team to play AFA, there's no point in me playing it, because I'll be DDoSing the server. There'll be so many people in the open world just trying to jump in front of me or kill the boss before I can kill it, or people just running up and will kill the mower in front of him as a joke. Like, Nafi tries to find a mower, players will just run up and kill it before he can get it.
yeah.
And they'll look bad.
I think
Nafi
there's a
stated,
need. I think
Like,
there's a need for something like that for
I think
especially
before
Ether,
AFA
especially if
drops,
we
have
want to
that
make
separate
it.
world for us. And then it also
Yeah,
allows
if
people that want to make videos on their main account, because most content creators don't like using an alt to make a video, because they like having their name in the video. Like, I've talked to people that I'm part of a Discord of a lot of content creators. I may not be big, but I've been at this for almost 16 years.
Let's have him
Sorry.
give a response, please.
That's all right. I think it's necessary for us, like much needed, for us to have some more resources like that for the media team. Especially, I think it's needed for the Ether, or at least so that the Ether can be as successful as it can be, as we want it to be. It's hard to make any promises, but
I know.
it is something on our minds, especially after like the recent time that Narfi brought up some of his concerns and like what he would want from like some more tools that creators get. It is something that we've tried to put onto our schedule whenever we can, whenever there's time. So I'll bring up this idea of a separate media world as well, because I personally think it's a good one.
I know you guys talk to Salt and you guys talk with the team. To give you an idea, I'm kind of a media consultant for Salted. Salted has taken my advice. I wrote their content creation rules for Windcraft. I may not be big as a content creator, but I'm known as a media consultant. Literally, people hire me to consult their teams for games. I've been doing stuff lately for No Man's Skies. I'm now partnered with No Man's Skies and in helping them build a media content creator system for future updates. I'm literally working with No Man's Skies at the moment to design a media team for Twitch. And I'm also working with Special Effects, a UK disability charity, to build their Twitch channel for a content creation team, because I'm known in the industry for building these teams and helping people understand content creators. I've been at this for 16 years. It's literally my job. And with this community, there are people that want to support it. There are big people that want to support it. But at this stage, if they log on right now, the server chat will literally be hell, and people will quit over it.
Okay, if this is any worth to you, pretty sure that Matt mentioned early in the chat that he's gonna be reaching out to you guys soon to see what
Yeah.
kind of things we can implement.
Yeah, I've been
I'm not
talking to
sure
Matt
if
a lot.
Hold on, Octorok.
yeah, I'm not sure if
Let's
Yeah.
finish the sentence.
Sorry,
please.
sorry, I'm getting a little heated.
No,
I'm too
no, no, it's
passionate about the
fine.
server.
I know, and that's amazing to see. Just gotta be a little bit patient with us because there's a lot on the plate right now, especially with the
Yeah, I
community
know.
feedback that we have gathered. So if you can give it a little bit of time for
no,
Matt to
I've
reach
got all
out
the
to you
time in the world.
guys.
I don't mind
Yeah.
waiting.
So if you can let Matt just reach out to you guys and get that sorted, that would be amazing. Like all of the ideas that you guys have are completely valid, and I think they could be great additions, especially for future content creators like want to, make some content in the server and just check it out. But as of right now, just let Matt reach out to you guys, give all of those ideas that you have, they're amazing. Just share with them and see what happens to that. What about that?
Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm happy that Shield's in this call because he's a good person to mediate me. The problem is with my mind, I don't know when I'm going on too much. So having Shield here has been a big help because I would have just kept on going on, and I apologize for that. It's just with my disability, when I'm passionate about something, I will eat someone's ear off. And Salted literally has had one of his moderators be my consultant to tell me to slow down. He's literally known as Afro Snail, and he's literally goes, to slow down. We understand your passion. Let us talk first.
Yeah. I completely understand. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
And thank you for that. Shield.
I gotta say, this is definitely the best server I've ever played on, and I'm not like trying to glaze or anything. I've genuinely enjoyed myself as long as I have a goal. And I don't have that many credentials in terms of like Octorok. He's been around a while. But I like this server succeeding because that not only do I still enjoy playing it, but it also means I succeed as well. Because I would definitely not have made it this far without it, Obviously, I'm able to shill my streams. Speaking of which, leave a like on the stream. But, I genuinely think, like, between the assets and, like, all the different things you can do on the server, it's like I find myself bored with everything else comparatively. Even if at sometimes it does seem a little boring, between events and stuff, it can get kind of slow. And I do appreciate everything you guys have done. And I appreciate you guys being here today.
It's very nice to hear.
Well, the thing is, when I first found about this project, I was unsure about you guys completely. But then when I saw what the team you guys had, when I saw you guys had Michael, and I know Michael, I've worked on projects with him. And when he said I can go all out and I don't have to worry about previous projects I've been with him ending and I could never finish my builds, I was in joy. And then when Pringle Beaver talking to me and Ben came in my stream, then I found out you guys had Paul. And I've known Paul on mod packs that I've worked on with Feed the Beast. I'm a former mod pack maker for Feed the Beast team. I've been in the modded community. Seen Paul on here. Seen the team members you had. The reason I made my team buttons is because you have some of the most talented people in Minecraft, and that's why I have a passion for the server. The server's name is great and all, but to me, the individual like you, Robot, the stuff you do, your renders, I know the stuff you've made and the stuff you've done for other projects. I research. That's just what I do. I look into people's past just to make sure I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. And I care about the individuals on this team. And I want to see you guys succeed, but I also want to see you guys make money. That's why my feedback in media has been, I'm just trying to, I'd rather have you guys be able to eat. I care about you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I literally would tell the moderators, have an awesome day. Because to me, having a team member say that is not empowering, and then a player or a media rank telling a moderator, have a lovely day, thank you for all the work you're doing, remember to drink. That's more empowering to them and feels good to them than, like, even though, Keo, I'm not good with names, I'm going to always get your name mixed up, but you saying you're doing a good job ain't as much empowering to someone than a player saying that. I care about you guys. And I want to see you guys succeed. I want to finish this build. I'm right now placing thousands and thousands of dirt that then will be removed as a scaffolding.
Yeah. I think one very important thing to keep in mind The easiest way to get me on board with anything you guys do is just add gold with whatever update you get. Just add something shiny. And I'll be like, yep, the best update. Everyone join quickly.
I guess it's the good thing that gold goes well with the Ether palette.
Oh, I'm going to be so excited.
Yes,
Oh,
gold
yeah.
If they don't add
trees.
goblins, you're
Gold
protesting. Fair enough.
trees.
Minecraft Kitty, fair enough. They confirmed it.
Our
They're
gold
thinking
Moa
about it.
variant.
Oh, man.
And the thing is, where the most passionate people you have are your content creators. That's the thing, because we play with the community, we see what the community says, and I think in the future, if you guys are thinking of doing some kind of big change, or like a change log, just go, hey, we're thinking of doing this, guys, and message us mediates and get our feedback, because we're the player base. We see the player base. We're the face of them. As I keep saying, we are the face of the players.
It would be
players will talk to me over moderators.
It would be very
Players
nice
will
to be
literally talk
included
to
in
us
stuff like
medias.
that.
Yeah, because the thing is, then you get actual feedback. Even if you're still going to do the change, you can tweak it, because you'll get actual physical feedback from people that know the player base. They know the people that
That's
spend
true.
money. And I think it will save time instead of having all the craziness you had last night, because there was a lot
Yeah.
of heated people that got
Sometimes we
really
do-
nasty in some cores. Like CoCap had
Sometimes
to
we
literally yell
do
at
jump the
people.
gun.
And the problem is, I know I love Ben and I love him to death, but him doing the post, all it's done is made people hate him, and I don't want people to hate Ben. Ben's a lovely person. He's got lovely children. He's passionate. I know Ben's past. Like, people don't realize
I
this.
guess that's my fault. I did tell Ben, it would be better, I guess, to have like a written out post that instead of just the bot
Yeah, no,
sending
and
a changelog message.
That's good and all. That's amazing. But the problem is that a lot of people get really heated on the community, and wording it in a way can come off negative. I know Ben was joking and he's a joking person, but the problem is with change like that. I know Ben has to reflect on his words. The way words and typing can reflect people in different ways, and him just doing the gift hello there, that made a lot of people mad. There was a lot of feedback from people that just made people more mad. When
see.
anything is a serious change, you don't joke around stuff like that, because people take that as a negative way, like, do you really care about the server? And I know you guys care about us. I know you guys care about the server. You guys are making amazing things. But words and typing are very, very hard to do. And you've got to be really careful when you do any change that could negatively affect the community in a certain way. With anything, like, that was one of the things. Wording is such an important thing. That's why I literally read a writers when I do announcements on my own Discord, because words can make people think other things. So if you come off in a joking way, most people see that as like, oh, you don't care. We know you care, but a lot of people won't. There was so much hate campaigns, like CoCap literally had to tell people to shut up in many Discords last night. Because I don't want hate towards you guys.
I will
you guys
say,
are just trying to do your best.
I will say it's not necessarily your fault, and I'm guilty of this as well, because I do think we tend to jump the gun, especially with like most updates. At first, I was excited for the crate update, then it came, and then I was like, wait, what the hell? I jumped the gun. I wasn't very excited for it, and then I'm a lot more casual about it. I think it's good. I mean, I always knew that it was overall better for the game than keys. I appreciated the change, but then I was like very iffy on the cycle, and now I'm like, you know what, the cycle makes sense. I actually agree with it. I think CoCap was the one that talked a lot of us down on it. But, that's a lot of people are very hesitant with change. Like, it's always a knee-jerk reaction where we're like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. And then, like, 2 months later, everyone's like, oh, no, this is fine. This is the way it's always been. What do you mean, old way? I do think overall this specific changelog is a lot more negative, because I feel like a lot of people are seeing the long-term effects of it, whereas like with stuff like the crate update, not everything was really known right away. Because like at first I thought like $10 for a single crate is excessive as hell. But then it's like, oh, you're getting 3 items. So it's like you're getting 3 keys for the price of 2. and it's like, oh yeah, no, that math checks out. I think that's fine. Because initially, when you guys announced it, I thought we'd be shown the 3 items and we'd get to pick out of them, and I was like, oh, that's such a great system. And then it's like, nah, you just get all 3, and I'm like, whoa, that's even better. You know, um,
I think in hindsight, it might have been better to just make that information clear up front. We did kind of we wanted to keep it as sort of a surprise, but surprises can go both ways.
yeah.
It's like me saying with words. Words are really hard thing to get right, and I think just for now in the future, with any like major change logs, just go, hey, we're gonna do this, guys. Put it in media channel and get us to have feedback. Give you guys feedback, or just literally. I know like CoCap is really good at Word. Like even just get some of us to go, hey, do this statement with this word instead of just putting stuff out there. Because the word, like CoCap is amazing at typing, Celestia is amazing at typing. Like just getting us to give, like even asking feedback on how to write it up, just to make the community not freak out. Because if you can word it the right way, people are happy and fine.
I actually
Yeah, I think
And I think that
think
would just better you guys in general, and just better the server in general. Because us medias know the community, and we can literally say, word it this way, and people won't freak out so much.
all right, yeah, I think
right.
I think they got the point on that.
Sorry.
I
See,
have
this is why I love
think
you being
I
in
think
Shield.
for you, Robot, after
go
you
ahead.
get done with what you're about to say.
Yeah. Well, I think Alex and I need to hop out since we can, I guess, uh, take all of this in and formulate some kind of plan of action going forward. But go ahead.
Um, this has been a suggestion that's been passed around. I don't know if a post was made about it or what. But a suggestion that a lot of people have been having, at least in my immediate circle, is that for like free to play crates, um, a lot of people want it to where like it shows the 3 items, but you're able to choose which one you want. Would that be something that could be potentially looked at, or is that something that's out of the question, or what's the opinion on that?
Um, it's been something brought up. It's just it's not really much I can say regarding like I guess the possibility of that being implemented or not. Um,
Well, what's your opinion
yeah,
on it? Like,
it's not.
would that be something like if you could control everything right away, would that be something you'd want personally, or because like obviously your personal thoughts and what's like what because there's like a lot of coding that would be involved in something like that, I'd imagine, you know. Um, so like obviously just because you want something to happen doesn't mean it can happen or it'd be something easy to do. Uh, so like what would your
Um,
opinion on it? Is it a decent idea or you think you like the way it is right now?
I think I think it's a decent idea.
All right. Because I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
guess
something
just
that's the most common change that would make the most people happy, from what I've seen. Because like a lot of people have had different
yeah.
complaints about it, but I think that's just the most consistent one. It's like if you guys just make free
Yeah,
to play
like everyone I've
crates,
talked to said, if
you know.
that was a thing, I would happily grind. No, people have told me like I just got a Discord message. If that was a thing, I would happily. I wouldn't care how hard it is to get a crate from water. I would happily carry on farming it forever, just so I had that opportunity to change. So then I had more incentive to farm
I think it'd just
and
be
more
a more
incentive to
pleasant
play.
thing, but also it would kind of I don't know. A lot of people, which I think it's unfair to say, but a lot of people have been calling this like the Gamblers update or the. I think that's the general sentiment, and I completely disagree because I think crates were a lot, or the keys were a lot more gambly. Than I mean, both of them are obviously technically gambling. Um, but I believe that the crates are a lot better. As much as I enjoy re-rolling and getting that dopamine rush, uh, overall, I do think the crates were a better change, and you know, I don't have anything else to say about that. I think that's just the end of the statement. I think they're better.
Yeah, I see where you come from. I think I agree.
And I think also add that balance, because then it'll make some items that people do want to click on, other items more rarer.
Hmm.
Anyway, I
All
really
right,
don't have
Alex,
much
you
else.
wanna?
Yeah, we mostly got it
Yeah,
all out of our systems. I'm
Mhm.
sorry if I got a little heated there. It's just
this is
you know
fine.
how passionate I am with this project robot. You've seen the stuff I've made. Why would I spend that time?
Yeah, we appreciate it a lot. Yeah, even though we may not always voice that appreciation, or it's hard to show. We
Yeah,
definitely do.
I know. It's hard to put things into words or show appreciation and stuff like that. I know with what you guys are dealing with and what stuff you can't talk about. Just always remember, I'm happy to sign NDAs.
I'm really
if
excited
need
for
be,
like
if you
a
needed extra
Halloween
testing, because I know
promo.
you did testing with
It'd be I think
moderators.
a Halloween promo
But
Mhm.
I
is gonna
think
be cool.
having
The
us
last
as
one was
extra
amazing.
testers or extra help, just because if we're going to put so much work into come medias, then we must have a passion for this project.
I think that's part of like what Matt is interested in, or Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've talked to Matt a lot. I'm happy Matt's back on the team. Like I told him last
Yeah, me
night
too.
when he was typing, I went, Matt, I know you're at work at the clinic. Stop typing and work with your patient. He goes, but no. He was trying to literally say, I'll talk in between. He was messaging people in the Discord why he was dealing with patients. And I told him, stop and focus on your work. Like, he has a
All
patient on the
right.
server. He was annoying his own bloody patients. He's a bloody doctor. He needs the work.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. I think we're gonna hop off now just to go over the
Yeah.
things that you guys mentioned and to just like get some things together.
I gotta say,
And
I do
if you guys
appreciate you
need help,
guys joining
remember,
us tonight. This was really cool, just being able to talk to you guys for the first time. I mean, I'd
Yeah, it
yeah,
was
I've
love
done
it
nice.
this many
if
times, but
we
also
could consistent, like, it'd be like a somewhat regular thing where we could have talks on like streams and stuff, because I think I mean, obviously this wouldn't be something I'd want to do every night because I enjoy talking to my chat, and I can't do that right now.
same.
But
Yeah.
it's always cool talking to you guys. It's always cool talking to other people, guest speakers and stuff. So it'd be cool to see
And
it in
also
the future,
remember,
but if
if
not, I understand.
we are both streaming. So if there's any points we've talked about, you can always just go back to my stream on Twitch or my YouTube, or go into Shield's stream on YouTube and watch it back to relay things, because you have our actual voices. So if you can't remember a thing because we've talked about a lot, you can always just go, oh, I'm gonna just go back and rewatch stuff. You can do that.
Yeah, we
That's
can
true.
definitely do
Yeah.
that.
All
Yep.
right. Well, thank you guys.
All
Good
right.
night. I have to get to sleep. I have work tomorrow, but I appreciate it.
And I appreciate it.
All
And
right.
I'm going to keep on placing thousands of dirt. Yay!
All right.
Good
Good luck
night,
with the
fun.
everybody
art.
on
Have
stream.
have a good
Goodbye.
rest
Good
of the stream.
night.
Have a good one,
Alright.
guys.
Bye bye.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, that was so that was both admins, Robot and Comey. I'm sorry. I know you guys prefer the streams where I talk to you guys. Obviously, like usually when I have guests, we have like lower viewership, for some of them. But I still enjoy talking to them. It feels like I'm actually part of the community. I mean, for the longest time, it feels like, we have our community, right? We have our kind of culture, the goblins, But I always felt like, in the sense of like between the media ranks and the admins, I always felt like the outsider, because I'm still very new compared to like all these other guys. Man, Octorok has so many crazy stories. He has certainly lived a life, and it's weird, because it's not something I'd expect. I don't know. I don't have that. You need my opinion real quick? What's up? What's up? No, it was the admin. It was the admin. Do you think 11 million for all the Valentine's. Except the shovel. You're getting the bow, right? If you're getting the bow, then yeah. Yeah, I think that's a decent price. I'd try to get it lower to like 10 mil, but I mean 11 mil is fine. 11 Wait. Double lightsaber? Wait, are you getting all that? You're getting the bow, axe, sword, pickaxe, and double lightsaber. And the double lightsaber for 11 mil? Yeah, no, that's a decent price actually, yeah. Because like you got to think the rubies, they're only going to go up in price. Those are items that aren't going to go down in price. You can use those as like bartering tools for people like Sauce Girl, who doesn't trade in rubies typically. You could just sell them for rubies and you can just get a higher price. It'd be easier to sell each of them by themselves. I think yeah, those are definitely, you think of it as like buying a house where you're purchasing a property. You're spending a lot in cash, but like it's going to retain, at the very least it'll retain its value. Towns will definitely make it better. Unfortunately right now I don't think towns are coming this year. I think the Aether's coming this year. No, for sure the Aether's coming this year, but I think like all the resources are getting pumped into the Aether and not towns. So, all right, everybody, this is finally the goodbye, good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate everyone for joining. Leave a like on the stream. Tomorrow's Free Play Friday, so we'll be playing Hollow Knight. I hope to see you guys there. I really do, because I'm enjoying Hollow Knight. Good night.